Gaming Society, we are a content and gamification company with the goal of making sports betting accessible. My name is Kate Magdziuk. I am the senior content creator for Gaming Society, and I am joined by the one and only Liz Loza, ESPN fantasy and sports betting analyst. Let's kick things off looking at the odds. Patrick Mahomes with the Super Bowl ring under his belt. They are the underdogs in this matchup. What a weird sentence.
If you see a number over 45, that means high scoring. That means a lot of back and forth. You can start to tell yourself a story. You can start to build a narrative. If there's that many points, there should be a lot of touchdowns, a lot of plays, a lot of passing. And then when you look at the spread, the minus is the winner. The Eagles are projected to win this game by 1.5 points.
Every single bet that you can make on a sports book has odds to assign it. You know, minus means you're going to make less of a profit. Plus means you're going to make a little bit more. We have an example up on the board, Team A plus 260. So, you know, a bet on a player or a team that's projected to lose, right? Like that makes more profit.
They are more likely to lose based on the way that people are betting.
How do we get in on the action? You can sign up over at FanDuel.com/Gaming Society and get in, place your bets. We've got a really special guest, Dr. Jen Welter.
From a defensive point of view, what are these linebackers going to have to do to slow the opposing offenses down?
Jalen Hurts is such a mobile threat. What people don't understand what that does to a defense is that we have to essentially dedicate to someone stopping his running ability.
The Chiefs pass rush is going to probably have to take a man out of the secondary to accommodate for Jalen Hurts' mobility. Well, there's a prop for Devonta Smith for 5.5 receptions. I think I might take the over on that.
Next up, we've got a very special guest, ESPN's Brooke Pryor.
First of all, it is crazy to think that Juju Smith-Schuster is an underdog. He had a very quiet 1,000-yard season. I mean, you didn't necessarily hear a lot about him on a team that has so many superstars.
Juju Smith-Schuster. We talked about the receiving props here. How many receptions does he get in the Super Bowl? He's been dealing with a nagging knee injury. He hasn't had more than 3 receptions since week 15 against the Texans.
Juju is the leading wide receiver. Can he convert on like 7 looks? I think he can. Give me the over on 3.5.
We've got another guest coming up here, Sam Monson from Pro Football Focus. How does this Chiefs defense respond to this mobile quarterback?
We haven't seen the Eagles really punched in the mouth by a really good team. We already know what the Chiefs can do when they're put in a double-digit deficit. I don't know that the Eagles can do the same thing.
Let's welcome to the show Madeline Burke, a Prime Video host, New York Giants reporter.
After watching the way that this Eagles team has looked this season, I've said very early on, the only team that can beat the Eagles is the Eagles.
I threw together a little parlay, kind of creating your own monster bet. They're risky because to win a parlay bet, every single part of that bet has to hit. The payout could be much better. So we've got the Eagles to win, aka the Eagles money line. Jalen Hurts over 45 rushing yards. We know he can escape a pocket. And AJ Brown, 72.5 receiving yards. A $10 bet would win $50.87.
Can I just share one more with you that I really
please.
love? Whichever team scores first is more likely to win. And the odds on this one, if you bet Eagles score first and Eagles win, it's at plus 170 odds. So if you are already betting the money line, you could win more money by saying they're going to score first.
Last but not least, we want to welcome co-founder Jamie Messler.
What are like a few basic bets that we could make?
I think you have to start at Travis Kelce. And
Yes.
Anytime touchdown from Travis Kelce.
That's bet number 1.
So then I think we tell a story, right? Like if we think Travis Kelce is going to score a touchdown, then probably he's going to have to catch a pass from Patrick Mahomes. So maybe we look at passing yards. So maybe we take the over.
Tack on one more thing, right? Because Travis Kelce, we have it that he's going to score 2 touchdowns. Probably going to catch them from Patrick Mahomes, whose over/under happens to be 1.5 touchdowns. So yeah, we'll take 2 touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. Just right there. We haven't even added any Eagles players there, but a $10 bet would win $77.25.
Well, if we're expecting Patrick Mahomes to do all of this passing, he's probably trying to do it because he wants to keep up with the score. Like the Eagles also have to be mounting points. There has to be some passing volume on the Eagles side.
Yeah, I'm going to go with AJ Brown. Over under is 72.5 receiving yards. So to complete our parlay, we need AJ Brown to have 73 or more receiving yards. Our $10 bet wins just under $140. Head over to FanDuel.com/Gaming Society. DMs are open. Would love to hear from you guys. What questions do you have from the